Good morning, everybody. It's just another taxpayer driving to work. I watched the debates last night, the third and final debate, and there was two items that every Democrat candidate always promises. That is a scam. You need to watch this video to the end, but it is a scam. These two promises. One is raising taxes on the rich because they don't pay their fair share. The next is raising the minimum wage. First, let's talk about raising taxes on the rich. There's two types of rich people. And excuse the sun that's shining in. It's early in the morning. There's two types of rich people. There's working, who are normally business owners. Business owners normally sell stuff. And there's the retired, who are normally living off their pension and, whatever's in their savings. The retired people, you can't really raise the taxes on because they don't have any federal taxes coming out of their retirement, their savings. I mean, they go to the bank, they withdraw money, they live off their savings or whatever it is. But the business owners, you can raise taxes on. But unfortunately, just like the law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. And in macroeconomics, if you've ever taken a macroeconomics class, the cost of doing business always reflects the prices of the product that a business owner sells. Therefore, raising their cost of doing business, whether it be raising taxes, just increases the cost of the products they sell. So promising to raise taxes is really wink, wink, we're raising taxes on you, the sucker, the sheep, the consumer. But the stupid inbred sheep don't hear that. They only hear that, the taxes are going to be raised on the rich. Oh, no. Because they always pass those prices down to the products they sell in the store. It's kind of like that kid who we all seen in junior high school who would buy candy, bring it to class, and sell it. Open up the package and sell it, pieces of it. When that kid goes to the store the next day and the prices are a little bit higher, or maybe the sales tax went up, he or she doesn't come back to school the next day and not raise the prices of the candy that he or she is selling. No, they increase the prices. The cost of doing business went up. It does not affect his profits, other than somebody might not purchase it that day. But all in all, he maintains his profit margin. Again, it's code for we're raising taxes on you, but we're telling you we're not going to raise your taxes. We're not going to raise taxes people making under $100,000. Only the rich business people. That's bullshit, okay? Because in the end, the business owner has to maintain a profit margin in order to stay in business. Whatever they feel their profit margin needs to be. You, in the end, when you go into their stores, you pay that higher tax for them. The second promise Democrats always make that is a scam is raising the minimum wage. Now, people hear raising the minimum wage and they get this warm, fuzzy feeling. But what they really should hear, the words are purchasing power. I'm going to make the numbers easy, that way the math is easy. Let's say a person's minimum wage is $8 an hour. Let's just say the law is $8 an hour. And at the end of their paycheck, they're able to go into the store and buy 8 products. Whatever it is, 8 items of food. Just call it that. Whatever it is, they're able to buy 8 products. Now the government steps in and says, hey, you must raise your minimum wage to $12 an hour. Well, going back to the first rule I just said, a business owner will increase the products that prices based upon his or her cost of doing business. So he or she raises their minimum wage to new mandated $12 an hour. It's a higher cost of doing business. Again, he or she raises the price of the products he sells. So the person who used to make $8 an hour and had the purchasing power of 8 items now goes to the store with their $12 an hour, with their new $12. I'm talking fast so I can get this video out. And they expect, hey, I can buy 8 pieces of product. Oh, shoot. Prices went up. No. They still can only purchase approximately 8 pieces of product. Why? Because the prices went up to compensate for their higher minimum wage. It was a higher cost of doing business on the employer. So their getting a minimum wage increase was an illusion. Although the digits on their paycheck looked higher, it's the cost, their purchasing power they really need to pay attention to. It's just a law of business. I don't make them up. We live in a, there is no laws when you raise taxes. I'll say it again, raise taxes or raise the minimum wage. There is no law that says to an employer, we're going to raise taxes or we're going to raise the minimum wage, but you're not allowed to raise your prices of products. That would be totally a fascist, socialist government. We live in a capitalist society, so they are allowed to raise their prices. So they have an illusion that they got a pay increase, but when they go to the store, they have no additional cost of purchasing power. What it does do is it hurts the people who are making above minimum wage. For mathematical purposes, I'll make this easy. Let's say you make $20 an hour, and at the end of your week or whatnot, you go into the store and you're able to buy 20 items before the minimum wage is increased. Now the law states that you need the employers need to pay their employees a minimum wage of $12 instead of $8 an hour. Well, the person who makes $20 an hour, it could be any number above minimum wage. Well, that person used to buy 20 items in the store, now goes to the store and he can only buy 15 or 16. Their purchasing power was diminished. So you need to be careful and stop listening to these little warm fuzzy words and looking at the words that are behind it. It's called purchasing power. Those who make above minimum wage before the minimum wage is increased have a certain purchasing power. It's up here. Once the minimum wage is increased, or taxes on the business owners is increased, their purchasing power goes down because the employer compensates by raising the prices of the product they sell. It's an illusion, folks. It's a scam. It's an empty promise. One thing that has come out unanimously among a lot of college studies is raising the minimum wage actually hurts the person who got a minimum wage. Studies have shown that after a minimum wage increase, that unemployment rate increases among minimum wage workers. How? Because there's two types of employees a business owner hires. Unexperienced, who are normally minimum wage workers, and experienced. When you raise the minimum wage of an unexperienced worker, it brings that worker closer, their pay scale closer to somebody who has an experience. So what an employer will do is say, hey, I might as well spend the extra 75 cents an hour and just hire experienced workers. They're productive. They're more productive. I don't have to train them or anything. Therefore, during those times, a lot of the minimum wage workers really don't even get hired. Their unemployment rate increases. Folks, leave a comment below. What I'm saying is not bullshit. It's not left or right talk. It's mathematics. It's the way our laws, our business model works. It's the way capitalism works. Nothing's perfect, but it is the way the business model of capitalism works. So I appreciate a comment below. I appreciate a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'm doing the best with these videos. I can't afford a real camera right now mounted on my dash. I'm not making any money off of YouTube. all I got is my Samsung Galaxy 4. Maybe in the future I'll make some money off of it and buy like a little GoPro. That would be really cool. But give me a thumbs up. I plan on making another video shortly, but I'm very interested in the election. I got a feeling Clinton's gonna win. That's another video I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that tonight. So you're gonna see this video today, and the video is gonna be about rigging elections. This is gonna be a great video. I hope you turn in tonight to watch it. It'll be a shorter video, I promise. But you know, they're all saying, oh, Trump is, you know, paranoid. The elections are going to be rigged. Everything's rigged. Everything's rigged. That's his go-to excuse. It's rigged. It's rigged. And then Hillary, after saying that, 2 minutes later says, well, the Russians are trying to rig the elections. So, but anyway, I'm going to make a video about that. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment, folks. And thank you. And you have a great day at work, okay?